just did a series from this book. It's about God, who He is, how good He is, and that He's not to blame. Now, I had many reactions to this. Just 2 days ago, I had a friend who came to visit me, and he said his version was like, well, Satan is like for God, just like a dog in a line. And he gives the dog as much line as he wants to. Okay, so why not just kill the dog? Problem solved. Problem of suffering solved. Imagine how easy that would be. Or another friend said, when God wants to do some dirty job, He doesn't want to make His own name dirty, so He sends the devil to do the dirty job, and then His will gets done. Crazy. Look at what happens in the world. That can't be true. That would make God responsible for everything evil that happened. Everything would make Him absolutely blamable for that. But these are things that people believe because they have no answer. They don't know any better. They never had any teaching on the subject. Who is God? Who is the devil? How does things work here at all? And all those hundreds of thousands of theologians we had in our history also never solved the problem of suffering. This book does. And God comes out on top, being the good one, the one not to blame. Whatever. Why is it so important to me with this book? That is because I actually, as I mentioned already, met Jesus in many ways and many times, but one time even physically. He stood before me about this far away, touched my head, healed my knee, which was painful, and let me experience His character, His love for me, His mercy, which was much more than I can describe in words. It was absolutely mind-blowing. The big miracle was not that He touched me and my knee was healed. That was 1%. 99% was the experience I had of His love, His character, His forgiveness, His mercy. And that really changed me. It's impossible for me to imagine that He should be anywhere near responsible for evil. Can't be. It's absolutely contradictory to what I read in the Bible and what I experience every time I meet Him. I also met the devil, a bigger distance, thank God. And I didn't see his full body, only his face. But when you meet that guy the way I did, it's very, very clear where evil comes from. It's not God, it's Him. Or from us, if we do evil, or from the nature, if the nature, which is not as it was after the creation, it has fallen, does something bad, then yes, that's where evil comes from. So, that's my motivation. I know Him. I know Him. And that has given me gigantic advantages in life, lots of joy, lots of adventure. I've been in many countries and done very, very exciting things. Some of them I am not even allowed to talk about. Good things, but exciting and adventurous. So, seek Him. Come to the good side. Don't be fooled with tradition, theology, and your church, which says God is almighty and more or less blames Him for what happens. Read, educate yourself on this basic subject. Become an intelligent believer and see all the possibilities and options you have. Because when you realize who God is, His mercy and how things work in this world, who is God? How good is He really? What does He really want to give us? How does faith work? You will discover options that were not imaginable to you. And I think you will have peace with God, good relationship, a friendship you would never want to get rid of. That's my best advice, and that's why I'm working so hard. It's for your benefit. It's not because I have an agenda. Hope you can believe this, and wish you the best. The reason we call us Happy News for You is that it is happy news. If you think God is almighty and you blame him for everything evil that happens, that would be bad news for you. No, we have a positive image of God. We believe in a good God. And just like the word gospel in the Bible is called, or is translated, good news, or happy news, or happy making news, then that's our title, and that's what we want to give you. Happy news, happy making news. We may even, if the resources are sufficient, make a part of our homepage we dedicate to happy news, where we gather happy news from all over the world, so you can go to our page and find something to make your day a bit happier. Yeah. By the way, I'm working together with others in a more or less like an association. And our next steps would be to change cover of the book, maybe even title. We will update the links. We will push the message also in podcasts on 3 or 4 different platforms. We will go out with channels in different social media and also publish our webpage. We will go out broad, make this message available everywhere. So our name would be Happy News for You, with the word for and the letter U in the end. So if you want to help us, feel free. You're very welcome. You will find us. Before Christmas 23, we will be out. Maybe already in October. We will see. This message is extremely important. So if you think so yourself, please do something for your friends to pass it on. That was content from Happy News for You. We have a beautiful webpage, happynewsforyou.org, and you also find us on Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and soon Spotify. We push positive content that gives